There's some big snook out there right now. Get it, hit it, hit it. There he is. Oh, right there in front of me. Nice. That was a few of them. Oh my God. That is a huge snook. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Got him. Got him. Oh. Oh yeah. This is a nice one. Come on. Get some ground on him. There we go. That's a nice trout right there. Holy cow, look at this thing. We're gonna measure him up. That trout tickle right there, man. That color. I just got slammed on that color today, guys. That doesn't say something. Oh, that's a tarpon. What's up, guys? Chris from One More Cast. So I just got to launch. I actually prepaid yesterday for Eldred's launch because they don't open till 7. Well, I wanted to get out here for a topwater bite. So yesterday I was over here this way. I stopped. I paid for today so I could get out here early. So I just come in, park, and then go. I finally got some wheels for my kayak. That made unloading this thing so much easier. So it actually worked really great, but I'm about to head out this way. I've never fished this spot for a sunrise, so I'm excited to get out here super early and maybe get some really good topwater bite this morning. So I'm gonna get out there. It's been a while since I've actually fished this area by myself. Most of the time I come over this way just for hanging out with the family and going to island, but I'm actually gonna really fish it hard today. So I'll see you guys soon. Oh, already hooked up on top water. Oh, it came off. I think that was a trout. That's what it felt like. That one. This feels like a jack. Yeah, it's a jack. It's not what I was wanting on top water, but hey. Yeah, so I got this jack. Alright, there he goes. This water is so crystal clear right now. This time of the year is when this water is really clear. There's no rain. Alright guys, so I actually just pulled up on the dog island for a minute. Two reasons I want to get out of the wind for a second, kind of reassess my game plan, see what I want to do. Hasn't really been that good of a morning so far. I caught that jack, missed a trout, seen a couple snook, but other than that, it's been a real rough morning so far. I don't know why. I am throwing different baits than what I normally throw at different times, so that might be it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of reassess my game plan, figure out what I want to do. And I think what I end up wanting to do is, I'm gonna wait around this flat, because this wind, as you guys can see coming up onto the island, it's pretty windy out there, and it's getting pretty rough. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna wait around this side of the island toward the wind and come around the back side where the wind's gonna blow me. And I think it's gonna blow me around the back side of this island. And then there's another set of trussels over there, over by the main sandbar where everyone usually goes to hang out and party on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Throughout the week it's not busy at all, so there's a lot of snook and stuff that'll hang around those pylons, and there's a lot of flats over that way too. So I might end up working my way that way, and then just when I'm done, working my way along the back side of this, that way I'm out of the wind on my way back. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch up a few things, sit down, look at my tackle, and see what I want to throw. Figure while I'm up here, I'll do a rundown of something new I did to my kayak. So before, I used to have my anchor points attached to the crate back here with some bungees. Well, it was hard for me to reach them that far back because they were on the back corners. So what I did was I went on Amazon. I got a 6-pack of these. They're stainless steel little anchor points, and they go right in your tracks. So I got a 6-pack for like, I think 11 bucks, and I got 2 on the front, so I can go to the front on either side, 2 in the middle, and then 2 in the back, so on either side. And what I did was I put a piece of bungee on it also, that way when I do clip to it, I just clip to this, and it gives it a little bit of, you know, if I'm sitting here in waves, then it takes a lot of the pressure off of it. So if I'm connected just to this, it's going to be pulling on the track mount. You know, eventually these are going to give, and these screws that hold the track mount in are going to eventually wear down, whereas with the bungee, you know, it kind of takes a lot of that hard pressure off of it. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So I've got a piece of bungee on every single one of them, that way when I'm anchored it can sit there, and you know, it just takes a lot of the pressure off of the actual track mount, and it takes a lot of the shock off of it, any hard hits. But yeah, that's what I've done to it. And then also I finally got a set of wheels, and I used them this morning, and these things worked great. It made it so easy for me to unload my kayak by myself. My kayak is pretty heavy. Even whenever I take a lot of the stuff out of it, I mean, my kayak's real heavy to move around myself. So it was a night and day difference. I mean, these wheels have opened up so many different spots for me to be able to go to now. So, and then whenever I'm on the water, I just use one of these bungees and go around this back handle, and it sits there. It's been sitting there fine all morning. It moves around a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, I haven't had any issues. Every time I look back, it's still in place, and it's riding perfectly fine. So that's just a couple things I've done to my kayak with the anchor mounts, and it makes it a lot easier for me to reach from here versus back here. That 6 inches is a huge difference. And so far I got something. Oh shoot, I ain't never caught one of these before. Barracuda. Nice. I've never caught a barracuda. Look at this thing. I've never caught one. That's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna let this guy go. I've never caught a barracuda before. That is awesome. This thing. Yeah. There he goes. Got something else. Little snook. So the day's starting to pick up a little bit. Fires. This guy. Alright, little guy. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go. Alright, light's starting to turn on a little bit, I guess. So I got a snook, a barracuda, and a jack. Dang, that landed right next to the mangrove. Any further, I would have been in the tree. Oh. There's some big snook out there right now. Get it, hit it, hit it. There he is. Oh, right there in front of me. Nice. There was a few of them. Oh, I threw the hook. Too much pressure. Dang. I forgot I'm using treble hooks. Yeah, loosen up the drag a little bit. That's why I like inline hooks. They followed it right on. I landed right underneath that mangrove too. That's another reason I like the inline hooks though, because the inline hooks you got 1 or 2 hooks, so you don't have to worry about it as much. You usually keep the fish on a lot better. There we go. Looks like another little snook maybe. Yeah, another little snook. A little bit bigger than the last one I caught, but not as big as the one I just lost. Back on here. Hang on. Yeah, I don't like treble hooks at all. Get you on down. There we go. Another little guy. Okay, I got some. Oh my god! That was big. Try again. That was big. I seen it shining down there. I don't know what it was, but that thing was big. Alright guys, so it's starting to get a little too windy over on this side. So I'm heading back to these train tracks and go back under it, go to the other side, get out of the wind for a little bit. You know, it turned out to be a decent day over on this side. I didn't even plan on going over to Dog Island at all today. I just planned on, fishing these flats, but it's just so windy. Like, I knew it was going to be windy, but I didn't expect it to be this windy and this low of a bite, so that's why I went to the back of Dog Island, and I ended up having some luck. But I'm going to get back underneath here, get to the other side, get out of this wind a little bit. Alright, pulling up to the kayak launch. I'm going to take one more cast real quick before I end the day. Oh! This little guy. Well, look at that. Took one more cast. Got his little jack. Alright. Last cast, might as well make it some kind of fish instead of nothing. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I'm actually waiting for the line to get out of here right now, but just finished loading up. It's kind of cool. I caught that little jack on one more cast, but it was a rough day out there, I'm not gonna lie. That wind really kicked my butt. It got really windy out there. There's a lot of open water, but over at 19th Street there's a lot of this nasty like sludge looking seaweed the past couple times. And even at the launch when there's an east wind, I mean, there's probably about 20 feet of it you have to go through just to get out to the water, and it's really hard to push through it. It's nasty, it smells. I just didn't want to deal with that stuff today, so I decided to come here. I've never fished this place that early in the morning, so I wanted to try it out. And I mean, I missed a trout first thing in the morning on top water, caught that little jack, and then it just kind of shut off. There was nothing at all, and I didn't really see too much fish either. Then after I left Dog Island, I started walking around. I started seeing a lot more fish. Caught that barracuda, and you know, caught a couple snook. There's two snook, one that hit the MR19 and threw the hook. That one was a decent size, but when I threw the jerk chat in there on the jig head, I ended up hooking one, and it looked pretty big. Like, I could see it. I don't know if you can see it flashing in the video or not, but it looked like it was definitely upper 20s, maybe a little bigger. But and that's 2 times in a row that I didn't check my drag before I threw the cast, and my drag was just too tight. I ended up just pulling the hook right out of its mouth, but I should have checked my drag. That was a mistake on my part. But yeah, it was a tough day out there. I mean, I caught a little bit of fish, but it wasn't that great of a fishing day. I mean, I did catch a barracuda. It was my first barracuda I ever caught, so that was exciting. And then I found that combo. So I mean, I was literally about to go buy a rod for my Pen 4000 because my rod for that one broke, and I ended up finding that one. So I'll put my Pen on that rod, and I'll probably take that Fenor and just put it on the shelf just in case someone needs to borrow a reel or something. But all in all, I mean, it was an okay day. Just being out here was great. The water is super clear. Next time I come out, I'm definitely gonna bring my goggles, because I mean, the water clarity is beautiful, and there's a lot of places I really want to, you know, I want to snorkel around. But all in all, like I said, it was an okay day. I mean, I wish I would have caught some bigger, better fish, but I mean, I wish the wind would have been down. I like some wind. Zero wind sucks, but I like some wind. Like 8 to 10 mile an hour is nice wind to have. But this stuff right here, I mean, it was blowing like 28 miles an hour. It was really windy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here though. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post a new video. Remember guys, there's always time for one more cast. I'll see you later.